Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better. I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, it will all seem better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
You
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Live your life within the moment. And
Welcome back, folks, to day 2 of the Storefront Ready Bootcamp Operation 20 Takeover 2024. My name is Kyle Strubing. I am here with my life partner, business partner, all partner, Jojo Strubing. Jojo, baby, how we doing today?
We are good. I'm fired up. How many of you were here with us yesterday for day 1? Tell us in the comments if you were here and what you took away. What you took away from day 1. I'd love to hear if you were there. If you weren't here yesterday, that's okay. You can catch the replay. And we are glad you were here today with us live. We have so much in store for you today, like a ton of information. I almost was hesitant to put it all into one day, but we are going to push through and take all this information in. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So tell us hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We love to see the engagement in the chat so we don't feel like we're just talking to ourselves. So say hello and yeah.
Get the questions going, get it fired up, chatsters. If you went through anything yesterday that now looking back on it had some time to marinate on it, definitely fire up another question. No question is dumb, and I'm sure that everybody has the same question. I had a couple thoughts, a couple things. I certainly had my gears were moving and churning and burning, and a lot of things, a lot of basic things. Some of the things I kind of touched on yesterday, we're going to really go into and we're going to dive in. A lot of these things have many different layers. We're going to be looking at things from, what would you say, a 30,000 foot level. And then once again, help you guys kind of drill down into where it is that you go. These are the techniques, these are the tactics and things that we've used to open the store. And these are things even in the new endeavor that we're going through, that we're leveraging and we're using currently. So these aren't just any old tactics. These are the tried and true, the things that we do use. We're an open book.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Love it. Yes, Justin, you barely made it. I love it. I'm so glad you're here. Justin, we actually did a little research
Yeah.
into the franchise you're looking into. So
Interesting. Yeah.
happy to jump into that with you. Let's see, we've got Karen here from Chicago. Beautiful
Nice.
You Boutique. I love it. Long Island, New York is representing Indiana. Michigan, opening up a home decor and gift shop in September. Sarah, very
Nice.
exciting.
We'll be here
This is
before you know it.
this is the perfect time to be laying that
Yep.
foundation, right? Las Vegas, Candy, I'm so glad you were here with us yesterday. Doris was also here yesterday from Wisconsin. Paula, from New Jersey. Yay, we got Iowa. I love how there's just so many people from all over the United States. It's so cool. LaShonda from New Jersey. Got a couple of people from New Jersey today. I'm loving it. Awesome. Well, welcome. We are so glad you are here. You are in store for some really great stuff today. Let me share my screen and we are going to dive into it today. All right, so we are in day 2 of the Storefront Ready Bootcamp. If you were not able to join us live yesterday, the replay is available. You can find that in the Facebook group, and we also sent out a link for you to hop on that replay. Now, remember, the replays are only available to till the end of the boot camp. So you've got, I think, until next Wednesday to watch the replays. So we do that for a reason, because I know if I don't have deadlines, I don't go back and watch them. So I'll put it off for months and months. So make sure you're watching those replays. Now we've got some exciting days coming up. Tomorrow is all about how to fund your business. So it doesn't matter what stage you are in of your business, you can always utilize funding. We've used funding so many times in our business. We used it to add in new revenue streams like new services. We're using funding right now. We're
Right.
actually just went and obtained some funding so that we can do a really big PR project. We want to
Using the same method that, yeah,
Yes.
using everything that will be talked about tomorrow. So
Yeah.
tomorrow's a big one for sure.
Yeah, so no more letting funding hold your business
Right.
back. We're gonna get your business funded. So show up tomorrow for that. Friday, we're gonna do a bonus Q&A. We're just gonna come on and answer questions. That's all we're gonna do. No presentation on Friday. So bring your questions. If you want feedback on something specific, bring it.
Sure.
Bring it on Friday.
Or
That's
you
what
can
we're
look
here
at
for.
something in your lease. I don't, sure, I
Yeah.
don't care.
We have we're happy to cover it all. And then we're coming back. You're gonna have the weekend to take some action, really catch up on any replays, and then Monday we're coming back with how to find a profitable location. So I think I got these dates correct yesterday. We're hoping for less technical issues today. Our internet was a little spotty. We had some things wrong, but hey, thanks for hanging in there with us. We are going to make it happen today. Okay, so tell us, what is one thing you took away from yesterday? Did any of you do the skills mapping exercise? Did y'all get out there and ask for some feedback? Did anybody dive into Chat GPT? Tell us, what did you take action on, or what is the one thing you did yesterday? Let us know in the comments. We went over a lot yesterday. We gave you guys a lot of homework, but I saw some people #validated in the Facebook group, which was so exciting. I love that people are putting that into action and making things happen. So let us know. Tell us in the chat, what did you take action on? What was your one item that you learned yesterday?
What was something you learned yesterday, Jojo?
I love the skills mapping challenge. That was new that we did this year, because I really think it helps you really see how you're going to utilize your skills in your business. A lot of times I think we underestimate ourselves, and we don't realize how much we really know and how much we're really good at, and being able to see exactly what we're going to be able to do in our business is really
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
So awesome. All right, let's dive in here. All right, don't forget to download the workbook. We're actually going to be using it today for a specific portion of this. So make sure you grab the link to that workbook if you don't have it already. And please turn off all those distractions. We've got a ton of valuable information for you today. So I want you to focus and be here live with us. Really take this in and and be with us. Yeah, no
Yep.
multitasking today. Let's focus and get straight to it. Okay, so today we'll be focusing on the 4 key decisions that you need to make. So these are decisions that I don't think a lot of people think about, and then all of a sudden they open their business and they realize, maybe they're not as successful as they wanted. They don't know how to market their business well. They don't know how to get people through their doors. And these are the decisions that are going to help set you up for success for that, to ensure that you have a profitable, thriving business that is set up for the long term, for that sustainability, not just to last a year or two, but to last for years and years to come. So these are huge decisions that we learned the hard way. We learned these things over time, and we've seen those that have a solid foundation have these things figured out from day one, right?
Yeah, and for those of you who've been in business, a lot of these things that we do, we regularly, easy for me to say, come back to just to make sure that we're focused on them. And sometimes things have moved, things have shifted for the better or worse. So this allows us, having done this now for a while, to kind of take a self inventory and almost like in sports, they say do some self scouting.
Yes.
Whereas like we'll do this a lot of times with marketing or whatever that is, and say, have we pivoted or have we moved, or are we still touching these things? And a lot of times it isn't, it's good to kind of self scout.
Yeah,
It is good.
absolutely. Love it. All right. So our hope for you is that by the end of this workshop today, that you will understand the 4 key decisions that you need to make to lay a solid foundation for your business. And that these things are going to provide you more clarity, direction, and start gaining some momentum. Opening a business is not an easy thing. I think we all of us can agree that you got to be in it for the long haul.
Agreed.
So any momentum that you can start building in the beginning is so valuable, and that's our hope for you today. So stay with us till the end. We are giving away 2 Amazon gift cards to those of you, but you have to be live on the call to win. So stay with us all the way until the end, and we'll be doing Q&A today as well. Okay, right. I want you guys to jump in the comments for this one. What is one thing that your business will do for you? What is one thing that once your business is open, what would it allow you to do? Maybe that's have more financial freedom. You can to finally go on vacation. Maybe it's you can leave your job. You can find more passion. What is that one thing? One thing, put it in the comments.
Ditch the boss.
Yes, that
Ditch,
was a big one for us. We
ditch
wanted to
the
get out of our corporate
boss.
jobs.
Yeah.
Casey, work for yourself. Yes, yes, that's a big one. It's such a huge difference in your day-to-day life. It's huge. Additional streams of income. I love that.
Awesome.
Yes, yes. For a lot of people, this just starts adding up as an additional revenue stream. Be your own boss, Karen. I love it. Follow your passion, Kathy. That's huge. Finally being able to go all in on something you're passionate about that you enjoy. Additional streams of income. I love it. Absolutely. Great answers. Yes. I want you to know that a little bit of progress adds up every day to big results. Like I said, opening up a physical storefront is not a sprint. It truly is a marathon.
Right.
You got to be in it every single day. You're going to hit those obstacles. You can't just put up a business overnight. So, just a little tiny bit of progress every day, and all of a sudden, boom, you're open. And then, boom, you're growing. It's incredible, but you got to be in it for the long haul. So if you are excited to bring your passion to your local community, then you are absolutely in the right place. I want you to know that. Or if you are motivated to be your own boss, like so many of you said, finally work for yourself, maybe leave that 9 to 5, then you are absolutely in the right place, my friend. Or if you are just intrigued, you're intrigued by this revenue stream, you're intrigued by the earning potential, maybe the possibility to have more financial freedom, then you're absolutely in the right place. So I want to know which one you are. Are you excited to bring your passion to others, motivated to be your own boss, intrigued by the earning potential, or maybe all 3? Tell us in the comments, which one are you? Excited, motivated, intrigued, all 3. I think I was a little bit of, we were all 3, right? We
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
probably primarily intrigued, but very motivated. Yeah. We wanted to get away from the boss game. I'm seeing some excited, all three, motivated and passionate. I love it. Lots of all threes. Yes, I think we can all really relate to that, right? All of these things sound great when it comes to it, right? All right. So, whatever your motivation, whatever your why is as to why you're here, we are here to support you and help you get there so that you can finally get to that feeling and goal of yours. Okay. Where are we going today? Well, let's dive in. I'm going to tell you. So, we've got four decisions that we are going to dive into. Number one is your ideal customer. So, yesterday, I know when Justin was asking about his demographic and whether his location was going to be a good one. Well, this is really going to help you dig into things like that. Understanding who your ideal customer is and where they are, and making sure that they are where your store is going to help you in the long run. Once you understand who your ideal customer, everything starts falling into place. You know where to market, you know how to talk to your ideal customer, you know what colors to put into your storefront, how to brand, everything comes down to understanding this person. So we're going to dive into that one. Number two is defining your niche. So yesterday we had you tell us, and we wanted you to go find out who your competition was. And today we're going to dive into researching those people so that you decide where you want to position yourself in the market. Are there any gaps that you can fill? Are there things that your competition does really well that and maybe you want to go into a different direction? So, I'm going to dive pretty deep into that today. We've got number three, which is customer experience. So our bread and butter is experiential retail. And we truly believe that the future of brick and mortar business is having an experience to offer. You can't just be selling a product or offering a service. You have to create a whole experience for the customer that they want to come back to time and time again, that they can't get anywhere else. And we're going to talk about why that's so important and how you can do that. Number four, last but not least, is developing your budget. We got to know what our budget is so that we can open our business. Tomorrow, we were going to be diving into funding, but today's going to be your little bit of homework. You got to figure out how much funding you're going to need, right? So, we've got some resources for you to figure out your startup budget there. And then lastly, we are going to share with you how you can continue to work with us if you want us to help you reach those big business goals, and then we'll open it up for Q&A. So who is excited? Tell us in the chat. Let's dive in. We're going to keep the energy up and positive today. You laughing at me over here? Woo! Okay.
All right, so I think this is me, right? Decision number one, we're going to dig into this on how to defining your ideal customer avatar, which is who do I want to target? Who is my ideal customer? Who are we going to go try to find? In ICA, it's a fictional character that represents your dream customer. It's going to be a detailed description of who you want to sell your products or services to, whether it's who you prefer to deal with, or if it's people who align more properly to your specific product, right? So that's kind of how we started off. That's where really everything stems from. Then we tailor everything from this. We continue to drill down, as Joanne said, we tailor the customer experience. Everything else starts here. Like I mentioned earlier, this can kind of evolve. So you always want to be cognizant of that. But you definitely want to start here.
Yeah.
This is like base level. This is the foundation.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you can't sell to everyone. If you're
Right.
trying to sell to everyone, then you're going to wind up selling to no one because, when you're advertising and marketing and when people come into your store, you want them to feel like, wow, this place was made for me, right? You get that feeling sometimes, like when I go to a store that I absolutely love, I'm like, oh my gosh, they have all my favorite things, or I see their marketing and I'm like, man, I feel like they're talking to me. The way that businesses do that is they nail this right here. They nail their ideal customer and understanding that person. So, as we said, you can't sell to your dream customer if you don't know who they are.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. So, how do I create an ideal customer avatar?
Yep.
I'm so glad you asked.
Great question, Joanne. Glad you asked.
All right, so we've got a little exercise for you. So if you want to grab another piece of paper and a pen, you can type this out too. I'm just always a big fan of writing things down. But I want you to draw a cross on the piece of paper, and I want you to write out like what you see on the screen here. thinking on the top left, feeling on the right, bottom left, doing and going. So we are going to put ourselves in our customer's shoes and we're going to really dig deep into what are our ideal customers thinking, what are they feeling in these moments before they buy your product or service, or when they do? How are they feeling? What are the things that your ideal customer is doing? What are they out there doing? What activities are they doing? And then where are they going? What are some places that they are going?
Hopefully into your store, but yeah, no.
Yes.
Yes. Where else are they?
Yes,
Interesting. Yeah.
absolutely. So if somebody wants to give us their business, tell us your core product or service in the comments, and we're going to run through this exercise together. We're all going to work on it together. So somebody jump in the comments.
Justin, let's go.
Okay, Justin, Legos.
Legos.
Okay, so let's do Legos, and everybody, I want you to all chime in here and help us out in the chat, okay? So let's start with the thinking. So somebody that is a Legos fan, they purchased Legos. What are they thinking? Justin, what types of things are they thinking out there? Are they wanting access to more Legos? Are they wanting to utilize their creativity? Maybe they're thinking about how can I build more things? How can I have
Entertain
these,
their kids,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That was a big thing I
Thinking,
noticed.
yep, yep. I need help entertainment.
Right.
Yep, kids and adults.
Right.
Yep.
'Cause
And Justin, that's a good point. So Justin is saying that he has two avatars here, really. Sometimes it's kids and sometimes it's adults. So, and you could do this exercise for both, Justin.
Right.
So let's do this one specifically. Let's do kids. Let's pick kids for this one. So kids are thinking things like, I want to do something fun. I'm bored. I'm
entertaining,
yeah, yes.
creativity. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
So, yes, I'm bored. I want to build a Lego set.
Right.
Love it. So that also feeds into feeling. So feeling, they're feeling things like bored. They're feeling, you know, like they want to do something fun. Um, your 6-year-old just said that. I love it. Yes. So I think we've really captured what they're thinking and feeling. So what are they out there doing? What types of things are the kids that really like Legos doing? Are they playing video games? Are they playing with other similar toys? Do they hang out more at home? Or are they more playing sports? You know, what types of things would you say that kids are typically doing that are more apt to playing with Legos? Anybody? Anybody can jump in the comments. Doesn't have to be just Justin. Providing him some feedback here. And then
What do kids do? We don't have any kids.
like lots of other different building
Sure.
toys. Yeah. So I'd look into what are those other comparable ones that they would also be doing so that you can understand that. And then lastly is the going. So where are they going? So obviously you want them to be going to your store, but what are other stores that they would be going to? And this doesn't have to be for Legos, but what are other places that they like to go? Do they like to go to like jungle gyms or trampoline parks?
Where
You
do they
know,
go virtually too, online, right?
yes,
That's the other thing. It's kind of
absolutely.
twofold there.
So understanding these things is going to help so much. You know, what are they listening to? So when it comes time to market, you can say, okay, this is where these kids or these adults are hanging out. And this is where I'm going to market to them since they're
Right.
already there and I want them to come here. Right.
Right.
So, think about these things, podcasts they're listening to, like Kyle said, online forums that they're at. Hopefully kids aren't in too many
Right, we
online
can
forums,
lean
but
towards
the
that, right.
adults, you know, where are they at? What shows are they watching? All of that. So when you dive really, really deep into this, and I want you to just really set aside some time to dig deep into each of these areas, it's going to help you understand your customer. What are their internal thoughts that they're thinking? Like for us, for health and wellness, like they're thinking things like, I'm not good enough. I wish that I was in better shape. I wish that I had more energy. I wish that I could sleep better. You know, we dig really deep into how our customers are feeling in this space. You know, our
Feeling anxious,
yes,
feeling tired, feeling pain, things like that. And then as with the things, other things that they're doing, right? is their typical, hopefully wellness. They like to train, they like to work out, they hang out with their family. They're a little bit more active because it's a little bit more alternative wellness. And then where these people were going, it was they're going to the gym or they're going to, athletic events, their kids'
Yep.
soccer games, things like that. And that's how our customer base has, and that allowed us to develop our initial customer avatar,
Yeah.
which wasn't it,
Yeah.
which was a 35-year-old female head of household, is which,
Mhm.
and that's kind of where that was our original customer avatar, not to kind of beat around the bush, but that's what we look for, who was wellness based and also wanted to, kind of, I always speak tongue in cheek, wants to make it from 2 boot camps a week, because I boot camp, to 3 to 4 boot camps a week, just something that's going to assist them along that journey. And where were they? They were at the gyms, they were in these moms groups, in these other places, and we were able to, that's how we were able to build, that's how we were able to attack them, but we had to start from that initial point.
Yeah. So when we have like a slower week or so, we'll say, okay, I want to go drop off some flyers and some promo materials. Where am I going to go do
Right,
that? Well, we're going to go where our ideal customer is. We're
right,
going to go to those gyms that primarily are, maybe more female based predominantly because that's our ideal customer. So, understanding these things are going to help you so much
right,
in the long run. You can waste so much money on marketing your business and be in front of the wrong people. And we
right,
don't want you to do that. We want you to be in front of the right people and offering the right things. You don't want to offer things in your business that your ideal customer doesn't really care for, right? So dive deep into this exercise.
right. If
Really
your
understand
family's
them.
right, if you're looking at families who, if you have a pizza party business, you want people with families, and that's where you're going to go from there, and you're going to seek those demographics, and that will allow you to figure out and be able to project all the way through.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. That was decision number one. So number one is your ideal customer avatar. We've got the exercise. I want you to take that as some action. Number two is defining your niche and differentiating yourself. Remember yesterday we were talking about figuring out who your competition is, and we're going to take it a step deeper. Well, this is where we're going to dive into this.
And we go way deeper. We're giving you this all in one day here, but these are things that it might not come to you right away. And these are things that in our business and what we do, we really dig in on these things. So don't make it seem like, oh, I'm frustrated, I can't get this right away. This is something that will kind of come to you
Mhm.
and evolve. It's kind of like an ever-going chase. But we're trying to fit as much as we can in these 2 days and show you some higher level concepts. Sorry.
Yes.
I don't want anybody to
Yes.
get overwhelmed, because it's super important and we are kind of going through it, but take it in, give it some time, and kind of put pen to paper and work this ever flowing, and
Yep.
then move on. We're not saying find it, move on, and then I'll just move on and close the chapter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you continue to learn more and more about your customer. Like we still learn, and sometimes it evolves. Like we added in different services and we really noticed that our demographic actually changed over time. So it's always good to come back to this and redo this time and time
Right.
again. Okay, so decision number two is defining your niche. So by defining your niche, you can tailor your products, your services, your in-store experience to meet the needs of your particular ICA and offer something unique that they can't get anywhere else. So you know how I was talking about yesterday about my big fear of competition coming in. Well, once you have this niche and these differentiating factors, you don't have to be scared of that anymore.
Right.
So that's why this is oh so important. Okay, so there's a couple things that defining your niche and differentiating yourself is going to do. Number one,
So yeah, what this is going to allow you to stand out, and like Joanne said, not really worry as much about the competition.
mhm,
And then it's also going to help you build a loyal customer base of raving fans. The keyword here is being fans. We don't have customers, we have fans. Flat out. So when people come in, they're always, and this allows them to, they've trusted us, and we've built that relationship with them, so that when we do give something different and new, they always want to come by and try it.
yeah,
So it just really allows you, if you think of them more, customers kind of comes off as a lot more transactional, whereas fans is a lot more, think longer term, and
yeah,
a deeper relationship.
right, yeah,
And the third is going to be streamline your operations so that you know exactly where you should focus,
yeah,
right? You have a ton of time. There's a lot that
yeah.
needs to get done. This is going to allow you to really figure out what's important and what's
Yeah.
not.
This is one of the biggest mistakes I see new business owners make when they come into business. They're trying to market to everyone and they're
Right.
trying to sell to everyone. And so they're adding in all kinds of products, they're adding in all kinds of services, and they're not thinking about that one person. Who is that one ideal customer? And are they, every time we add in a product to our business, there's some really cool stuff that have come by. And Kyle and I will look at each other and be like, man, this product is really cool, but our ideal
Yeah,
customer,
it's
it's
just,
not for
yeah,
them.
yeah.
It's not for
It's cool
them.
for me, but
Yeah.
not for, right.
So, every single decision you make, you gotta, think about how are you differentiating yourself? What is your niche and who are you selling to?
Right.
And that's going to help you. Okay. I want you to remember when we think about niching and your differentiating factor, it doesn't have to be a product or service. It can be an offering or your experience. It can be you. It
Right.
can be, how you work with clients, how you talk to them. It can be the way your storefront looks compared to someone else's. So we're going to dive a little deeper, but I just want you to keep an open mind. We're not talking about just a specific product or service here.
Right.
All right, so how do you find your niche? So first off, we're going to research our competition. So I hope that you guys went and looked at what kind of competition do you have around you? I know some of you said you don't really have competition, which is great. So, but maybe you have online competition. Maybe that's going to be your competition. So, we're going to take a look at what's being available to people online versus what's available to them locally. What are all the other competing factors around you? And then we're going to look at what are they doing well, and then what are they not doing well.
Right.
Because if we can fill in a gap that they are not doing well, then boom, we just found our differentiating factor. And if we know that they're doing something really well, we probably don't want to go try to do the exact same thing as them, right? We're just going to be a copycat, You
Right.
you want to do something different. You want to go find a differentiating factor and maybe target a different
And
area.
it could be a little bit more macro too. Like Joanne said, if you don't feel like you don't necessarily have competition, no one else does exactly what we do in our town, but like we do wellness and we do flotation therapy, but within that, that kind of self-care industry, there is a lot there. So massage parlors, but massage places like Massage Envy, things of that nature are our competition in that sense.
Yeah.
Only in the sake that we're looking to fill a void there.
Yes.
Really, we're trying to find a gap, not necessarily to take over them, but just to see where a gap may be in that overall where we can kind of get in.
Right.
That's really what the point of that is.
Absolutely. If they aren't buying your product or service, what would they be buying instead? That is your competition.
They also buy, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for sure.
Okay, so I am gonna do this is we're just using that Chat GPT once today. So if you don't have Chat GPT, Ariana's gonna put the link in the chat. But we're gonna dive a little deeper into where we started yesterday. So yesterday we started using Chat GPT, and for those of you who weren't with us yesterday, Chat GPT is just a search engine. It's an AI model that helps search through all this information, making it faster and more easy for you. So yesterday we started with this prompt here up at the top where I said, please tell me the top 5. And then you would insert whatever your product or service or industry is in or around, and I put my specific zip code. So for this example, I said, please tell me the top 5 bakeries in or around 75028, which is where we live here in Flower Mound. And ChatGPT provided me these here. Hive Bakery, the Flower Shop Bakery, Buttermilk Sky Pie is actually one of our personal favorites. Judy
She comes in
Pies,
and floats, yeah.
Nothing But Cake. So it's provided me these top. Now, if I wanted to ask them for the top 10, you could do the top 10 too. So once you have this information, we're going to take the extra step today. So I'm going to ask them, or Chat GPT. I need a name for my chat bot here. But let's see. Let's start with based on these businesses reviews, what do customers like and dislike about each of these businesses? All right, let's let ChatGPT do its thing. Hopefully he or she wants to work with me today. So ChatGPT is doing some research right now. It's taking a look at these different reviews. Now, if you don't want to use ChatGPT, this isn't your thing, you can also go to each of these Google My Business profiles and take a look and go through all the reviews yourself. I just like this because sometimes for me to go through all of these can take a lot of time. So here it's saying customers generally appreciate Hive Bakery for its aesthetically pleasing and tasty baked goods. The bakery is praised for its birthday cakes and chocolate chip cookies. Like, how specific is that? Views from December 2023 highlight their delicious gingerbread cookies. Particular customer mentioned enjoying a chocolate cupcake. I love it. So I couldn't access detailed reviews for the other bakeries. Okay, so the other ones I might need to go look at physically myself. But this is just a great starting point for me to see where they are in the reviews. So ChatGPT is a great one. I like using this. And then I could even ask them, what is something I can do to set myself apart from this bakery? So I spell
Sure. AKERY.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. And it's going to give me some ideas. So if you just wanted somebody to help brainstorm with you and get the juices flowing, ChatGPT is a great place to start. But also, I want you to go to the specific Google business profiles for your competitors. Or if it's an online competitor, go look at the online reviews for the competitors. That is where you can get some of the best information. When I go to our competitors' reviews, like Sweat House, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. That's one of our big competitors. And we went to their reviews and people were talking about how awful their cold plunge was. It was very dirty. So we were like, man, that gives us an opportunity to really nail the cold plunge, make this the most clean, perfect cold plunging experience. But we also saw that people really liked their private showers. So then we thought, man, we might need to upgrade our private showers because in our room. So we saw the gaps that there was. We saw that places that we could do really well. So go look at your customers'
Saw what
reviews.
people found, what was important, what was top of mind. I mean, you look at any of the reviews, it's a negative customer, it's a negative engagement or negative interaction with an employee and cleanliness. Like those are always going to be the two biggest. So, but there's there's more to it. There's more in the details.
The other thing I would encourage you to do is go into your competitors' places. I know it sounds crazy, but we do it all the time. We actually go in,
We do
we
all the
we go see what their experience is all about. What are they doing well, and make your own personal assessment on what you like about it, what you dislike about it, and go from there because it's good to keep an eye on your competition. It really truly is.
A lot of it just reinforces how good you are doing too, a lot
Yeah.
of times.
Yeah. So the first way to differentiate yourself is to research your competition, see what they're doing well, see what they're not doing well. Look at their reviews, use ChatGPT, or just physically go in and visit them and make your assessment yourself. The second way is to offer a product or service that complements your core business offering. So, for example, when we first opened our CBD store 6 years ago, we were primarily selling CBD, cannabis products, and we realized there were CBD stores popping up everywhere. They were all selling, very similar products. We knew that we had some higher quality products, but people, until they came in, it didn't really matter that the quality until they were already a CBD user. So, we decided we were going to add in some services because people would come in for the services. Because they were in pain, they couldn't sleep well, or they had anxiety, which was exactly what the CBD products also were a solution for. So we knew if we could draw them in to use, a infrared sauna or something like that, then we could also cross sell them, sell CBD. And in addition, this was something that no other CBD store around us was offering at
Yeah.
the time.
But what also started, right, going back to your ideal customer avatar, what else would your customer avatar enjoy? Right? Where else are these people? What else do they like? And you can sell them other things that way, right?
Yes,
What else would they benefit from?
right. So sometimes take a look at your competition and see, is there something else that you could provide value to these customers doing that nobody else does? It's a great way to differentiate yourself and set yourself apart from your competition. Number 3 is utilizing your skills and your strengths. So, yesterday you guys did this skills mapping, and some of you guys had some incredible skill sets. I mean, amazing things. How can you utilize these skills in your business that maybe your competitors don't? Remember, your competition is not you. They don't have the same skill sets as you. So, set yourself apart. If you go to our reviews, every single review mentions Kyle by name. It drives me nuts because I'm like, do they even remember me? They must not. It's only Kyle. But it's because Kyle is incredible with customers. He makes them feel so at home. Like he becomes their best friend within 15 minutes. And it's incredible. He brings so much value. But that's his personal skill set that he can provide in our business. So look at your personal skill set. What do you offer? What can you bring to the table? How can you build that relationship with your customers in a way that nobody else can provide? There's no other Kyle in any other float center around here. There never will be. So, how can you take that and who you are and what you can offer and bring that value to your customers?
That was nice of you.
Sorry to throw you on the spot, but
Yeah.
if you go to our reviews, Altered States Wellness, I swear, every single one of them will mention Kyle by name. All right, so here's an example for you. Rachel, one of our clients, owned a wellness spa. She saw that her clients were really into sports and recovery, and she actually had a cycle um group that she was a part of that she was able to bring into her business. So she decided to niche down as fitness and sports recovery specific and really bring in those specific people to her spa. Another example is Tim and Aaron, who had a clothing boutique. They noticed that a lot of the boutiques in the area were, they offered clothing, but they didn't offer a lot of one-on-one like customer service and consulting. So they actually did a one-on-one service that they sold on their website. You could come and pay for it. They would help design outfits for you and help pick out things for you. And it was a really, really personalized experience. So much different than anything that was offered around them. So as you can see, this doesn't have to be big, huge, grandiose things, but it can just be small things that makes huge impacts
Yeah,
on
if you
them.
think of how different it does though as it plays out throughout the course, the customer experience and everything is different than a lot of times the status quo, right?
Yeah. Yes. All right. So I know this takes a little while to figure out, but if you've got the juices flowing, tell us in the comments what's one way that you plan to differentiate your business. Do you already have an idea of your competition and something that's lacking or a skill set that you provide that's going to set you apart? Tell us in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. I know for us, definitely it was the services. I would say our customer service and you,
We with the initial product that we had, right? Obviously, you said we started with CBD. Everybody was doing CBD and everybody had the best and whatever. But we wanted something that was like a differentiator, right? Jojo and I are both from sales, so it's like you always hammer, what are you able to put your finger down and really leverage that? And it goes throughout your whole presentation and everything. And it was this how we went with where the direction that we did was because it the product was just so different. It did the same thing, but it had just a little bit different way that it was made, and it really helped us kind of set above and beyond the other people, and they would come to us specifically for that, aside from what the great customer service and everything was. But yeah, it was just something to consider, and we really dug in on it was the other thing too. Like we really leveraged that for sure.
yeah. Yep, I love some of these coming in. So most of the cake shops around me don't offer three-dimensional cakes or erotic cakes. Love that.
Love
Yes, you can definitely stand out with those things. A professional environment to trade use Legos. I like that. Make that instead of just dealing with the weirdos on the marketplace. That's so great. Fun place for birthday parties. That's a huge differentiator. If the other places around you don't offer an experience like that, which we're about to get into. My
Yeah.
customer service, still trying to find that niche, but Karen, that's a great starting point. If you want to nail that customer service, it's amazing these days how many places out there are lacking in that
Horrible.
area. I mean, it makes me sad to go into all these places that have great food and horrible customer service or, a great product or great service. So if you like customer service could so be your thing. We are going to go above and beyond. We're going to make people feel like we are rolling out the red carpet for them,
Right.
right?
We're
Um,
knowledgeable, where they're given the correct, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. You're
yeah,
selling them, you're giving them the right solution, not the highest cost thing. Like that's all that stuff adds up.
yes, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna speed this up a little bit here. I know it was a lot today. So
Yeah.
number three, your third decision is crafting your experience. So research shows that in the future, consumers will travel to physical businesses to do some three things: learn, play, experiment, or experience. I guess that's four, in a way that is not possible from home. So if you are not touching one of these areas, then your business may suffer in the future. Just going to be blunt and completely honest with you. We have got to start creating an experience in our storefronts so that customers will continue to come back and time again, so that we will never have to compete with online businesses, so we won't have to compete with our competition, because they are interacting, they are learning, they are playing, experimenting, they are experiencing something. I want you to think about a time that you've walked into a business and you just had a strong feeling. You were either have so much calm. There's places where I walk into, like a spa, where I just feel so at ease and calm. And I know every single time I go back there, I am going to feel that calmness again. Or there's places I go to where, oh my gosh, it's upbeat and it's fun. And I'm like, heck yeah, I want to go back there. That was so much fun, right? So, what kind of feeling and experience will your business create? Because you have to have one. You can't just be a stale business with no experience offering. People will not remember you and they will not come back to you and come back to that experience. So, experiential retail is truly the future of brick and mortar. There's a great book out there and it's called Experiential Retail, and highly recommend it. But it talks about the future and where things are going with e-commerce, and why more than ever, especially after COVID, people want to experience something. They want to come into your business and touch things and taste things and feel things. I want you to think about all of those things when it comes to your business. So, to kind of hone this in a little further, companies that outperform on crafting an experience dramatically generate higher volumes revenue. Oop, went too far. Your focus should not just be on the product or service that you're selling, but on the overall experience of how the customer feels walking out the door. So, I want you to think about that one feeling. What is that one feeling that you want customers to feel when they leave your business? Tell me in the comments if you want. What is the one feeling? Do you want them to feel empowered and ready to go conquer the world? Do you want them to feel like fun and joyful and entertained? Do you want them to feel more calm, at ease? What is that feeling? There's so many different feelings. But what is that one feeling that you want them to feel? Tell me in the comments. Excited to get home and build. I love it. Yes, Justin, you should. You want them to feel excited and empowered and ready to go do something fun. Like, I love that. Now, once you know your one feeling, that they had fun and are appreciated. That's a great one, Sarah. Appreciated. That's a very powerful feeling. Now, once you know this one feeling that you want your customers to feel, every decision should be based on this feeling. So, when customers come into your business, what are they touching? Are they playing with Legos while they're in there? Are they, getting to try on products or sample things? What are they tasting? We're thinking about all the senses. What are they seeing? Are there quotes on the wall or graphics and visuals or video? What are the things that they are visually seeing that are reflecting this feeling? When you go into businesses and you see like fun things on the video, that gets people excited, right?
Right.
All right. So I want you to remember that every decision you make from here on out should support this feeling, right? Wouldn't you say that we do that?
Yeah, for us, it's to make the people feel relaxed and at ease. I mean, and everything we do is all about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the second they walk in the door, from where the graphics are laid out, literally everything.
Yeah. So as you design your storefront and your build out, as you pick the products and the services, I want you to keep this feeling in mind and craft your entire experience around this feeling. And make sure that when your customers leave, they are feeling this way. Okay, so number one, we talked about your ideal customer avatar. Number two, we talked about differentiating yourself and finding your niche. Number three was making sure that you have an experience and you're crafting a feeling. Now, the fourth and final decision for today is developing your startup budget. Now, those of you that are probably like me that hate numbers and budgeting and it's finance and it's not your thing, I promise you this will not be a stressful one. This should be exciting for you. So, we are focusing on this one, the startup costs. This is the funds it's going to take from now and to open the doors of your business. How much money is it going to take? What are you going to have to spend on things like your lease, your build out, your inventory? What is it going to take just to get the doors of your business open? Now, to help you with this, inside the workbook, I have a budget cheat sheet template for you to use. I want you to download this workbook. If you haven't done so, I knew I was going to make you get into this workbook, right? So go download this template inside the workbook and set aside some time to dig into this. Like I said, we can't get our business funded until we know how much funding we need. So to help you with this budget cheat sheet, there's also a great podcast episode. Abriana, if you don't mind putting it in the chat, it's episode 27 for the Receipt Paper podcast, where I go through line by line of this budget cheat sheet and exactly how to come up with these estimations. So listen to that podcast episode if you need some help coming up with the estimations and what your startup budget should even be. But it's very important that you understand what it's going to cost, because if we just start moving forward, we don't know and we're spending money, then we could spend way more money than we need. So it is one thing that is important is to include an emergency fund in your budget for unexpected expenses, right? I can't tell you how many times something unexpected has come up.
Which is what we're trying to go for here, right? The whole point of this is to, there's gonna be things you're not gonna think of, and that's kind of why Joanne and I are here and why we want to, that's kind of what we're trying to get you to avoid, is that, oh crap, I never even thought about that. So hopefully the workbook and the communication and being here is gonna help you from doing that. There were a lot of things that you just don't know what you don't know.
Mhm.
So yeah, but the whole goal with getting you going is, our biggest thing is start simple and get fancy later. You guys are learning all of our catchphrases today, but this is a huge one. Is this cost that we're about to incur, is it A, required for what to open the doors, and B, what is the ROI on this thing?
Mhm.
How is this going to make money? Yes, that $3,000 fountain in the corner, this metaphorical, mythical $3,000 water fountain we talk about, it's another theme of ours. Yes, it looks great, but how in the heck am I gonna sell? How is that gonna drive X amount more of product to me?
Yes.
100%. And that is, you don't realize what your customers like. It's a big deal to you, but your customers don't see half of that
Yeah.
stuff. They just don't. We stressed out about JoJo made me paint the whole store, and all we needed was the front room. It took way longer for us to get the first store up because we just had every little detail had to be done. No, 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 no. And there's
Yeah.
many reasons why we believe this, but one of which is a cash flow thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can change and evolve over time. The way our business looks today is nothing like what it did when we opened. Like I look back and I cringe a little,
Nothing.
but it's okay. Like you just need to get the doors of your business open and it needs to be aesthetically pleasing. But
Yes.
I'm not
Clean,
yeah,
first of all, right? I mean, yes, and it should,
yeah.
but it's
I'm not saying slap up a card table and put your cash register on
no
there. Like, let's make it look nice. But do you need the expensive marble and the, $20,000 hardwood floors?
paint
Maybe
all the
not.
floors or
Maybe not.
whatever. It's
Yes.
yeah, it's just they don't focus on it. You want to be spending money on product and driving people to the store. What the setup looks like is, I mean, you really want. We're big on bootstrapping for sure.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want you to remind yourself of this because it was one thing that was really hard for me because I wanted to go all in and go. I wanted to roll out the red carpet and have all these nice things, but start simple. You can get fancy later as your business evolves, as your business grows. You know, I'm constantly adding things, remodeling things. That's my fun. That's the part that I love. And you will get to do that. I
Right.
promise you, but you don't have to do it all from day one. Let your business grow with your
It's
revenue.
just a mindset too, like, is where you need to be more than anything else. Yes, you wanna be able to have decent furniture, and so that's not what we're saying, but also keep in mind that that stuff can be added on and replaced later.
Yes, yes. Your business will grow with you, I
Right.
promise you that. Okay, so here's some things that opening a business has done for Kyle and I. It's brought us more purpose and allowed us to utilize our strengths, strengths that we didn't even know we had, I think sometimes. It's allowed us to leave our 9 to 5 jobs. We were both in the corporate grind and we no longer are. And I can't tell you how often I look back and I'm so grateful for that. It's also allowed us to have that financial freedom and flexibility to do what we want when we want. You know, we get to go on vacation when we want because we have employees and it's just a beautiful thing to be able to do this. And I want you to know that you are capable of opening your dream storefront. You are so beyond capable. There's nothing that will hold you back from making this happen. I
Yeah,
promise
it's
you.
not
I
it's
promise you.
tough, but it's not impossible.
Yes, you can do it.
You're stronger than you think, for sure.
Yes. So, my question for you is would you like for us to virtually hold your hand through the process of building and opening and growing your brick and mortar business? At this point, there's 2 options. One, you can do it alone, and I know you'll do it.
Yeah,
You're capable. You'll get there just like us, but you might make some costly mistakes along the way. You might hit some, roadblocks that are very frustrating and challenging, but you'll get there. Or we can do it together. We can guide you through this process to not make these same mistakes. We'll be there every step of the way, holding your hand and making sure you finally cross that finish line. No more guessing, no more, maybe I'll do this one day, but you go all in on this. Well, I'd like to invite you to Brick and Mortar Academy, which is our 6-month program, the only training of its kind that shows you exactly how to open a profitable, long lasting brick and mortar business without the guessing, without the confusion, and without the overwhelm. Inside of Brick and Mortar Academy, you will learn a ton of stuff. These are just the highlights. We'll walk you through how to create a business plan that sets you up for success, how to negotiate and secure a location confidently. This has been one of the longest processes for most brick and mortar business owners is finding and securing that
right.
location. We'll walk you through how to design and build out your store in a way that increases your sales, all the merchandising tactics that you need, the exact marketing, bless you, that you need to be doing to generate a buzz. We'll also share with you the exact systems and processes like your POS and your credit card processor, the security cameras that you need. You're going to walk through all of that so you know what you need. We'll show you effective merchandising strategies so you know how to display products or how to set up your services, how to set up your sales counter, reception desk. We're going to teach you sales strategies that will turn customers into raving fans like we talked about today. And lastly, how to run a smooth, successful grand opening because there's so much to launching in a successful, profitable way. Now, there's 8 modules in an online program that show our exact roadmap and strategies to open a profitable business. You will get access to this virtual program as well as our live community. This program is valued at $4,997. This is what we used to charge when we worked one-on-one with clients. That's the price that we would charge them.
Right.
Now, as a bonus, you will get 6 months of access to us. You will get a Facebook support group that's private, and you will get live Q&A sessions with us every single month. And we also bring in a guest speaker every month on different topics to do a workshop. This last month was how to get into press. We had a PR expert on talking about that. Next month, we have someone coming to talk about branding. So we bring in all of these incredible speakers as well. So that's about a $1,000 value, although I feel like it's probably more. Number 2, as a special bonus just for joining, you will get the Ultimate Marketing Toolkit that has over 500 templates ready for you to use. We're talking about flyers, brochures, social media templates. If you don't know what to post online, we're giving you all kinds of ideas there. Another $997 value. Bonus number 3 is our guide to hiring and managing employees. So you don't have to worry about how the heck am I going to hire people? What should I be asking them in the interview, right? You will know exactly that. $197 value. Now, I want you to know that we are not special, right?
No.
We didn't have years of experience. We had never opened a business before. We didn't have access to unlimited funds. But we figured out a proven roadmap that we follow every single time we open a brick and mortar business. And we've taught hundreds of other clients and students to do the exact same. And they are following this proven roadmap with success every single time. So what you get in the academy is 8 pre-recorded modules with a workbook that you get access to forever. You get a community of like-minded individuals that come together to ask questions. You'll get expert guest speakers, 6 monthly live Q&A sessions, the Ultimate Marketing Toolkit, and the guide to hiring and managing employees. So we're looking at a total value of $7,188. Now that's what it's valued at, but we understand you're just getting started
Yeah.
in brick and mortar business, and it's not an easy
Yeah.
thing. So we want to make it as accessible and feasible for you guys as possible. So it's just $497 for all of that. And to make it even more easily accessible, you have the option to pay in 6 payments of $97. So for just $97, you can get access to the academy today and join us this next month in our first Q&A and start working towards opening your brick and mortar business. So there is a link in the chat where you can join us. You can choose the 6-month payment option or your 1 payment and save a little bit today.
So what we covered in the last couple days is, like I said, a 30,000 foot overview. And you've seen some of it, but each individual module has all of these. It teaches you how. It's not just these basic, we drill down granularly and run you guys through that process. It's very nice. It's very interactive, and we are super hands-on with it as well. So it's not like there's
Yeah.
10,000 members in here. You just run through it. It's the 2 of us.
Yeah.
So, even like we've been to the grand openings, so the ones that are local, like we're down to help. What
Mhm.
I always say this, we're trying to get you to know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Like even just the basics, to be somebody as an advocate for you, like within, as far as finding value, like hel- you know, help with the leases, point you in the right direction there, when a lot of times you have to bring on a broker, or there's all types of things that you just I promise you it is worth it for
Yeah,
sure.
be that second set of eyes with you. We have
Right.
people that send us their
100%.
locations and we take a look at them for them. We look at your business plan. We will go talk to your funding vendors for you. All kinds of things. We are there every single step of
Sure,
the way.
yeah.
Now there is a 14-day money back guarantee, so there's no risk here. So if you do the work, you start the program and you realize this isn't for me, we will gladly give you a refund within 14 days. Now, the fast action bonus, if you join us today, you have to join before midnight today, is you will get the legal blueprint, which is our blueprint for all the legal docs. We messed this up royally.
And this is one thing we messed up. Yeah.
We created our LLC incorrectly, and it took us forever to get it fixed. So we walk you through everything you need,
Right.
from your sales certificates to the permits that you need and all the legal documents. We outline it in a very simple way for you so that you know exactly what you need to get your business open. So this is a fast action bonus if you join us today. Okay, if you have gotten sidetracked, if you're multitasking, I want you to come back to me. This is the one thing I want you to remember. This is what you will overcome if you join us inside of Brick and Mortar Academy. You will no longer have that fear of no one coming into your business. You're not going to have that fear of putting yourself out there, because we are going to help you be confident in doing so. You're not going to have the fear of investing your business or saying, man, should I go get this funding? You're going to know that you have a team and an exact roadmap and a plan on how you're going to get your business open. So you're not going to be scared of investing in it. You're not going to have the fear of going all in on your business or not knowing what to do or how to do it or what to do next, because you have somebody to come to ask, okay, I've done this. What do I do next? And we can guide you through that. Now, as we mentioned, 6 payments, $97 a month. That's it. Or you can do one payment of $497 and you're all in. You can sign up at the link in the chat. All you'll do is select the payment option that you prefer, and you can get started today. Now you're going to see a page like this to enroll. Once you go here, you're going to select the payment option. So the $97, pay a little more, but you're paying monthly. So we have that option for you. Or you can save a little bit, buy now and pay less. Now you'll see a screen like this, complete your payment. There's PayPal, Apple Pay, all kinds of options to make it super easy for you. And you're going to get an email with your login information today, so you can go dive in there. You will also get access to all the replays beyond just the week. Just saying. So you will get that. You will also get to join us in the private Facebook community as well. But as I mentioned, you can access this portal where all your training resides at any point in time. And as I said, you can start watching these trainings today where we walk you through everything. I want you to remember why you're here. Why did you show up today? Even though I know you are probably incredibly busy, but you came here for a specific reason. So many of you had so many incredible whys of wanting to be your own boss and wanting to have more passion. Now, you might be feeling stuck. You have a dream of opening a business, but you're unsure where to start or what your next move is. You might be feeling tired of not using your strengths and passions to build something of your own. Or you want more. You know you're capable of creating a business and life with more flexibility and more financial freedom. You know, and remember that feeling myself. Now, we can help you with that inside of this academy. Join us on this journey. We got 2 easy payment options for you. All right, we've made it to the end. So I think we've got a couple things to get to. One is we need to draw some winners for the Amazon gift cards for sticking with us today. And then we're going to open it up to Q&A. So if you have questions about what we talked about today, if you've got questions about Brick and Mortar Academy, if you're on the fence, like, man, I don't know if this is right for me, let us know what the question is. We're happy to answer it. If you've got anything and everything, something we talked about yesterday, throw it in the chat and we will get to it. Let me pull this up here. I think Ariana is drawing our winners today. All right, so the 2 winners for the Amazon gift cards, we've got Roxy Kelly and Candy Baker. You guys were selected as our Amazon gift card winners. Congrats. Way to go. We will be emailing you those. Give us about 24 hours to get those to you, but congratulations there, Roxy and Candy. Okay, what questions do we have? Okay, looks like, what are you referring to with estimated taxes in the budget cheat sheet? Justin, I think that is, sometimes there's different taxes if you are purchasing your building versus leasing the building. Also, if you are leasing the space, there's going to be some taxes involved there. So I think that's what it's referring to. But definitely listen to that podcast episode. I do go through that there. So off the top of my head, that's my first inclination, is that it's the your property taxes there. Until you're selling product, you won't have any sales tax. So the only tax would be on your lease or mortgage payment there. Okay, Doris, will the legal documents for the Fast Start bonus be specific to my city slash state? So Doris, there are some links for the legal blueprint that take you to it takes you to sites where you can find that specific answer for your city and state. Most of them are specific to the state. Now, when it comes to city, we do explain how to get more of those answers there. We talk you through how to get the answers you need. And we'll always go do the research for you if you need. Casey, how long should you plan after opening to not make a profit or be able to pay yourself a salary? Great question, Casey. Now, this we definitely want to do some research and what are people within your industry. Some industries are different than others. Like some really take a lot longer if you have a huge build out cost, right? So you're going to want to take your build out costs into consideration. But as a general rule, we say a whole year. Plan on paying yourself for a full year as your expenses before you're making a profit. Now, I'll tell you, most people are able to do this much sooner. We were able to
Yeah, we
pay
were
our
able to take money to pay ourselves, but basically paid ourselves as employees. We were working the store ourselves, so we would take an hourly for sure. But that was in there. We were soaking up as many hours as we could too, though.
yeah, we were able to break even and profit within, less than 6 months for our first business. It was pretty phenomenal, but
Right.
it's always different. But I plan for that full year for yourself. So good question there. All right, what other questions do we have? If you're on Facebook or on the Zoom call, put your questions in the chat. What questions do you have from today? Anybody want any feedback on anything? Can be from yesterday, today, or anything for Brick and Mortar Academy. The Academy will be open for until the end of the boot camp. So I hope that you join us. We only open it a couple times a year. So join us now. It's a small, intimate group where we really get to know you and your business, and we really get to spend time with you. I know that there are some in the boot camp that have been with us in the academy, and they are doing some pretty phenomenal things. All right, what questions do we have? Can this be applied to all businesses? We have a bakery business. Yes, Lana, we actually have somebody in the academy now that's opening a donut shop. So this can absolutely be applied to all businesses. Any product or service-based business in a physical storefront, you're golden. We're going to walk you through everything you need for how to get open, how to do your build out, how to run your grand opening, how to market your business. So all of that we can cover for you. Casey, is the blueprint to legal docs available standalone? We don't offer that. It's just a bonus we have right now, but maybe something we'll consider down the road. What other questions do we have? So for 6 months, you get access to us to ask us as many questions as you want in our Facebook group. You can email us, you can text us, you can jump on the live Q&As with us. You can do we also have the guest speakers that come in. These guest speakers are phenomenal. I've been loving them. They bring me, I learn so much from them. And you get these private sessions with them. It's a phenomenal group. I think one of the best things is, small business and entrepreneurship can be really lonely. Like this process is not easy. Like I said earlier, it's a marathon. It is not a sprint. So having somebody to go to on those days where you hit an obstacle or you get a no or you have frustrated to, guide you through that and help support you is huge. It's so valuable to keep that mindset available.
Justin, don't tempt me with a good time. I'll fly out there and help you open the thing.
You guys got me. We got Justin interested in trying to float service. That's too funny. Well, we are franchising, Justin.
we are
If you want to look
franchising.
into another franchise,
Yeah.
just kidding. There might be something to the Legos and the float. That's funny. I
Make
love
it
it.
more family friendly and give the kids Legos where the parents are floating. Yeah.
There you go. I love it. I love it. That's great. All right. Anybody else have questions? Those of you that are on the Facebook group, have we heard from you guys? Any questions there? Let's see. How long do we get access to Brick and Mortar Academy? So the trainings within the academy, you get lifetime access to. So if you want to go through them all within 2 weeks, you can do that. Don't necessarily recommend it, but if takes you a year to get through the trainings. It can take you a year. That's totally fine. That's why we give you 6 whole months of access to us. We used to only give you 10 weeks of access to us, and we realized that that just wasn't enough time. We need more time. I know that opening a storefront can be a long process. 6 months access to us to really gain that momentum to help you, find that location or solidify your business plan or complete your build out. There's so much possible within 6 months. So we really make that happen. If you guys were here with us over the summer, you will know that Brick and Mortar Academy used to be $1,000, used to be $997. But we wanted to make this program as accessible as possible to so many people because we know the struggle of opening a business on your own and how tough it is and how challenging it is. So we wanted to make sure that so many people can get access to it. Paula, please explain entering your bank credentials. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Paula. Can you explain? Let's see. Paula, let us know. Paula, let us know what you're asking there, and then I can provide you some more details on that. If you guys want to hear from current Brick and Mortar Academy students, there is a podcast episode that we released last week where 2 of our students share their experience of being inside of the academy. And it's really fun to hear what they're doing, what they're covering. So you can go listen to that episode, the Receipt Paper Podcast. I think that was episode 37. So masterbrickandmortar.com/37, and you can listen to that one.
Yes, Lana.
Yeah, so Lana is asking, do you cover how to acquire funding to open a brick and mortar business? Well, first, Lana, I want you to come tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about how to secure funding. We're going to give you 6 ideas. But yes, we go very deep inside of the academy. We're helping an academy member right now with one of our favorite finance vendors obtain the funding that she needs. We've got all kinds of resources for you on the funding side.
What's the other thing? You are also leveraging our resources as well. Different, vendors that we've used, all the strategies, everything like that. So
Okay, Paula, is the credentials new username info or my bank's info? Oh, I think it's just your username info. It should just be, I think it's having you create a username, Paula. Awesome, Paula. I hope you join us. So exciting. Well, I am so excited. What has been your favorite part of Brick and Mortar Academy?
well, the academy for me,
Yes.
it's been working with seeing people like Emily and stuff like that grow, and actually see them come through to fruition. And
Yeah.
I'm a location guy. I like looking at all the locations
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And it all kind of, selfishly, it all kind of comes back to you. And I feel it's nice to see personally, like our personal growth with it and be like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. We were there at one point in time. I
Yes.
know where you're at.
Yes.
The empathy is really important. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch people grow. Today, but I've got to brag on one of our students, Susie. She enrolled with us over the summer, and she has been waiting so diligently to find a location. When she first joined us, she thought she had the location, and then after learning, what we said about, what to look for in a location, she took a step back and she decided to be patient and find the right location. And she just got the keys to the location. I'm so proud of her for being diligent. This location that she got is
so
like,
cool.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's right on Main Street.
Right.
It's perfect for what she's doing.
It's a
And
historical building, isn't it? Instead of
it's
historical
so
building, it's
cool.
gorgeous.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's so cool, but it's so great to see people making those right decisions that, it could have been so different if she would have gone for that other location versus this one. So these are the things that we help you do inside inside of the academy. We help you make those right decisions that are really setting you up for success. I promise you, taking the time in the beginning to set that solid foundation, and to not make mistakes in the beginning can be the difference of your business being set up for long-term success. All right, we've got a question from Roxy here. When looking at your ideal customer, how narrow of a demographics do you look for? That's a great question, Roxy. I mean, it depends on how many of that demographic are going to be in your area, right? If we get too narrow, then, we're not going to be accessing enough people, right? So, if we say that they have to have, blue hair, right-handed, that there may not be enough of those people in your local community, right? So, if I would go down as much as you need, but you want to keep a general, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just where it applies and where it doesn't, and you want to kind of pivot that accordingly. You're trying to find a number based on population of where these people are, and it may, if it's important to you, if your service is that important to you, or maybe a little bit culturally lines up a little different way, it wouldn't make it that much less of a viable option. It's just you just might want to pivot your location to somewhere different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we we kind of did that, by adding the other services, we kind of niched up a little bit with more as opposed to it just being, we kind of niched up into wellness more than anything else. So to encapsulate, to take on some more of these people. But we were looking for like head of household with pets, like that was kind of the idea for us in the beginning.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we're giving you a very good answer here, but
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be too wide on your demographics and you don't want to be too narrow. So you got to find that sweet spot for sure. I would say it's better to niche down and then kind of loosen up a little bit rather than being too broad, right?
Right.
Okay. So, and you can always market really narrow, but and you'll capture more than that. If you market too broad, you're not going to reach enough people, right?
Yeah. Spend, it's just not economical.
Mhm. All right, what other questions do we have? If you are on the fence about joining us in Brick and Mortar Academy, you're not sure if it's right for you, what questions do you have? We're here, we're happy to answer anything. If you want to enroll with us today, you can grab the link in the chat and get signed up, just $97, and you get the full login. You'll get access to our private Facebook group. This support community, unfortunately, will go away at the end next Wednesday. So we want to continue working with you. I wish we could do it for free, but unfortunately we can't. So come join us inside of Brick and Mortar Academy so we can continue to keep this momentum going, to help you get your dream business open this year. Let's make this year the year that you open your business and we can make it happen.
Or it'll allow you to vet out an idea, right? It won't be sitting out there in the ether and
Mhm.
say, hey, look, we went there. That's one of the biggest things that Jojo and I do kind of in our relationship. It's like, where are we at with this? And until somebody really tells me no and really tells us no, you won't know. You
Mhm.
don't know till you know,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it'll allow you to say, hey, I had that idea, it just didn't shake down, or whatever. Like, and then maybe something else comes by and you're like, oh, wait a second, this is the idea that I've been looking for. And you can plug and play it back into the academy, and you have something here. It's a tangible skill
Yeah.
that you're then using. I'm not saying you're gonna be some business wizard per se or whatever, but now you'll understand the retail game, and that's an asset. It
Yeah.
just is.
Yeah.
As you're accruing more knowledge, and you're able to pivot things to your current life, and
Mhm.
you'll just see different opportunities. It
Yeah.
really is a good knowledge base.
Yeah, absolutely. And um it's so cool to be in a community with other people that are doing the same thing. You get to watch them. Oh wow.
Right.
And we can learn from each other.
Right.
Everybody can give each other feedback. It's amazing. It's so fun to see. Likely they have questions that you're going to have at some point and you can learn from them. It's great. Casey's asking, will the 497 and legal docs blueprint be available through day 4? So the 497, yes, available through day 4. We're never going to take away the payment plan options. So you got the 6 pay or the full pay that's available to you. The legal docs blueprint is the fast action bonus if you sign up by midnight tonight. So if you are able to do it today, if you have some sort of circumstance, just send us an email and we can work with you on that. Doris, will the Academy help with store design layout? Yes. Module 3 is all about your build out design and how to design your store, how to work with a general contractor, how to go about that whole process. We're just starting that process with a couple of students, so we're helping give them all kinds of insight and ideas. So yes, we talk you through how to do that build out process in a way, like we said today, that creates an experience for your customers. So we really specialize in making sure you hone in on every aspect of your build out, replicating that feeling that we talked about today, right? So that is very exciting. All right, what other questions do we have? Paula, I see a woohoo.
That's a woo.
Woohoo, did you join us in the Academy? I'm so excited. I love it. Paula, I'm so excited for you. How fun. All right, any other questions? Let us know if we did not get to your question, or if you're watching the replay and you have a question. Come to us, shoot us an email, DM us on Instagram, ask in the Facebook group. We're here and ready and available to answer your questions. Now the boot camp isn't over, so we still got 2 more days. We've got tomorrow, which is all about funding. Oh, Paula, I'm so excited. This is awesome. We're gonna open your business, girl. We're gonna get this open. I love it. So tomorrow is all about funding. So come, let's get your business funded. A lot of you maybe are hesitant to move forward because you don't know how you're going to fund this thing. Well, we're going to help you get it funded. So, this is going to happen. We're not going to let funding hold you back. So, tomorrow come for that. Friday's just an open Q&A. So if you start diving into this workbook, and you realize you're hitting some roadblocks, you're like, man, I don't know, and what to do here. Come Friday, let's brainstorm. Let's get some of those questions answered, get you building some momentum. And then Monday, come back. We're talking all about location. Location is one of the biggest decisions that you will make, and it will make or break your business. So you don't want to miss Monday. It's a big one. The doors to Brick and Mortar Academy are officially open. They will be open through next Wednesday. You will get all these incredible bonuses, including the fast action bonus today. So I hope that you're able to join us. We would love to work with you. There's nothing that brings us more joy than working with you all and seeing all of you open your dream businesses. All right, anything else? I think we can close for the day. I hope to see you all inside of Brick and Mortar Academy. Congratulations to those of you that have joined. I am so excited to work with you, and I will see everyone tomorrow, right?